Hi folks, my name's Dylan. I'm a solutions architect at AWS, and I'm joined by Tyler.
Hey y'all, Tyler Warden, head of product at Sonatype.
Today we're going to be talking about the overview of Sonatype and its journey as a customer and as a product. And Tyler, if you'd kick us off.
Yeah, so at its core, Sonatype is an organization that helps the world innovate using open source software and open source AI models. We started off, and still today, are the stewards of Maven Central. So if you've ever developed in Java, you're probably familiar with Maven and have downloaded components from Maven Central. Evolving from Maven Central, organizations, customers asked us to help them manage their open source components, not directly via the internet, but something more local, something that helps get their builds faster and more reliable. So we created the Sonatype Nexus Repository Managers and Binary Artifact Repository. This becomes the single place where you can manage, cache, and host all of your Maven components, and has evolved over the years to expand beyond Maven to every major open source repository, NPM for JavaScript, Py5 for Python, Docker, and I could list dozens and dozens of others that are centrally managed here in Nexus Repository. Over the years, because we've been managing open source for so long, we've really expanded from being a company that started off as an artifact repository to really a data company built off of unique intelligence. So our Sonatype intelligence, we have built the broadest, fastest, deepest, and most accurate knowledge base in the world of how the world uses open source.
Awesome. So you can really see a customer journey here. You know the original problem statement to solve for customers was the having open source repositories that people can grab, expanding it to where customers are at, and then transitioning to the data company with Sonatype intelligence. How has that helped customers? Where are you meeting with your customers with Sonatype intelligence?
So if we take the journey next, if you remember Log4j when that happened, right? So what we started to do is say, how can we bring that intelligence to help organizations in their software development lifecycle? So we developed a product called Lifecycle, which takes this intelligence and applies it to the development, build, and deploy pipelines so that the open source components used in those pipelines can be scanned and identified and run back against the intelligence to understand, are they compliant with my policy? Are they end of life? Do I want to go use them? So if a Log4j happens, you can quickly identify where's the component used, should I allow it? This is then also extended recently into software bill of material management, where organizations are driving compliance and adherence to regulation using that intelligence to be sure that they can comply to that regulation. And finally, we have seen a rise and the threat of bad actors trying to attack the open source community. And in order to help protect that, we have created a repository firewall that sits in and around an artifact repository that uses that intelligence to scan when artifacts are being brought in to ensure that they're compliant and, more importantly, not designed to hurt.
Thanks for the overview. It's really helpful to understand the journey here and the future of Sonatype and where you're meeting open source as customers continue to adopt open source.
Yeah, there's one final area, and I know this is dear and dear to your heart, and that's in generative AI and helping developers move faster. So what we're doing there is taking this intelligence and bringing it out via our latest product, Sonatype Guide, which is taking this intelligence and providing access via MCP, via APIs, and via the web, so LLMs and coding assistants can take advantage of that Sonatype intelligence to make the best decisions possible. And what's really cool, this intelligence and all of these capabilities are powered by and available on AWS Marketplace.
Awesome.